Hello everybody, Sneaky Chiefy here, bringing you another TAW tournament video. Today's TAW combatant is once again Krinski, as he competes in the Super League Iron Division. It's a 1v1 tournament where the opponents, well, you pick your opponent's Civ and vice versa. So Krinski here is in round 2 of the said tournament. I have his round 1 videos up on the YouTube channel as well if you'd like to check those out. I invite you to do so. And now he's in round 2. Krinski's playing in red here as the Celts, and his opponent in blue is DaisyChain playing as the Italians. You know, I think Krinski will probably be pretty happy with getting Celts as a Civ forced upon him. They're strong, certainly strong in their own right in many ways. We could see the infantry siege push come through. They also have decent knights as well, so we'll have to see what Krinski has in mind here as they play Arabia. And I'm seeing a kind of a wallish lumber camp going up. DaisyChain, Italians aren't bad either. They're not known, I guess I should say they're better on water. But they do have good archers, so we could see an archer build for DaisyChain here. But we'll have to wait and find out exactly what he's thinking. I will do my best to interpret based on his build order. So far it's fairly standard with 6 to sheep, 3, perhaps 4 to wood. We'll see where this next one goes. Yep, 4 to wood. Oh no, he's going for the boar. Okay, so maybe opening with scouts. On the other end we see 6 to sheep. Krinski's got a bit of idle TC time. 3 to wood, and the next going for the boar. And it looks like there's a quick pause there. Krinski may wish to take that back, killing that sheep there. Not the end of the world, certainly. Now we're seeing DaisyChain go to berries, keeping 3 on wood. This is a nice wood line here for red, but other than that, he's got a very open. He could try walling to this across here, but that's going to be really tough. Really open map, and for both players too. There's a big open space on the right side for blue. Someone may just choose to play it open and aggressive and not wall completely. One thing I'm noticing is that red hasn't gone to his berries yet, though he's changing that now. Okay. Focusing it down the boar first. I like this little wood, or house wall here between these 2 wood lines. Though this lumber camp, especially with the Celts, they chop so fast. This lumber camp may become an issue later as he chops through it. You can see there's already an overchop for the most part, right there. So far no one's lost their Vil, no one's lost their scout either. Second lumber camp going down for blue. No one's pushing their deer. Is the other thing I'm noticing. Blue keeping his scout forward. That might mean a drush is coming, though I would expect that more from the Celt player. As we see, red has decided not to full wall, but restrict movement towards his town center. He does have a nice back gold here, red does. But this is just hugely open back here in the corner, and blue is discovering that right now. This is what red sees so far. He hasn't tried to explore yet to his enemy. And here's what blue sees. He's found in the general vicinity where the base is, and starting to see just how open things are. Here comes the barracks, so we may see a drush, or at least a men-at-arms rush. There's the second lumber camp for red. Blue is about to lose his scout. This is going to be unfortunate, but blue did spot the barracks. Dodging, dodging, just barely. Red could snipe the scout. Here it comes. Boom. There we are. But there's an overchop. Red is walling towards this town center, as you can see. This gold, because red's taking this approach, this gold is a bit exposed as well, though. Despite being in the back of his base, archers can easily walk around and range that gold. And this is tough because having both your wood lines on one, or lumber camps on one wood line like this. Okay, so he's going to be taking this gold instead. This back gold, I didn't even notice this one. A little bit more secure. But it's tough when this is the only wood that red will have access to. Expanding out to this or here is going to be very exposed, very tricky. He could do another lumber camp here, but again, Castle Age archers crossbows should be able to harass this fairly easily. This is going to be an interesting game, and it's shaping up to be as such. We see 3 militia coming forward for blue, none being made yet for red. These militia might just go for those berries, which were scouted out from blue before. He's going heavy on gold is blue, and there's the archery range as expected from the Italian player. Will we see a stable for red or not? Let's see red's reaction. These are full men-at-arms now. We have 5 villagers at risk here. Looks like he'll get away okay. It's just some damage and some delay. Let's see what red's reaction is if he makes archers of his own. Skirmishers of his own. Double archer range coming in for blue. Let's see what red is seeing, because if he spots those double archery ranges, that could give him a strong indication. He hasn't found them yet, but some intel from red could go a long way here. Skirms wouldn't be a bad choice, as we see an archery range coming down from red. He might just be making archers himself to take care of men-at-arms, but he is at risk of losing that mill. And that mill probably will go down. I don't anticipate any archers coming out before that mill. Yeah, that mill is kaput. But he's soon going to have to deal with men-at-arms and archers. It's a tough combo. And there's a lot of berries left on the field. Oh, I was going to say, luckily he's got his deer back here, but they are on the outside of the walls. Which is unfortunate. Red, Krinski keeping his scout alive for now. And he didn't see the military buildings. Oh, so close. Though as he loops back around, he'll see the buildings and he might even see the archers coming forward. So there's 1 archery range spotted, there's 2 spotted. And he's about to run straight into the group of archers here. And this is good for red because the archers are staying at home for blue. I don't know if blue's worried about a counterattack, a scout's counterattack or something. It's giving red plenty of time to wall up behind this and start building his archers in response as the archers come forward. And I'm not sure if red saw this group of archers. He didn't get hit by, he still hasn't been hit by them, so he didn't get an alert. As blue retreats with his men-at-arms, and this is good for red that blue kept his, I mean, these could be doing so much damage, but, and that is a large number. It's 10 archers and 3 men-at-arms to 2 archers for red, so Krinski will look to delay, force the issue in Castle Age, I'd imagine. The fact that he's not building more archers suggests that he's going to do that, and the fact that he put down a market too suggests he might just buy the food he needs to get to Castle Age as soon as possible. As we see selling wood, as the Celts do, and buying food. These villagers are exposed and some are weak. Quick reaction from red, love it. These archers don't have fletching yet. That's a big mistake for blue. It means that this wood line's safe for now. And Krinski, I love this too. He's abusing the market. The Celts just drop wood so fast you can sell that off. Blue looping around, and the decision to go for this back pile first, super smart from Krinski, recognizing that this large pile here was too exposed, and also good for Krinski too not to try to wall this off. It would have been a near impossible task. So props to Krinski there. House walling behind. Great game awareness and map identification. Also Krinski not freaking out and building a bunch of skirmishers and archers to defend and just relying on his town center. We'll see how many go down here. Blue does have a lot though, so he'll just walk right through this. And now red villagers going down. First kill of the game right there. All these, okay, quick watchtower is the right call. Protect all these vills back here, which cannot get to the town center. More vills going down for red. That's 3, 4 dead. 5, not quite 5 dead. But red is on his way. 48 long seconds to Castle Age. If we look at the, it's a 5 villager lead for blue right now, as these men-at-arms are looking to break their way in, and wood lines are being denied. This is when a lumber camp down here might be an option. It's a lot of idle time too. Stable's the right call, so we'll see Celtic Knights come out of that stable, I'd imagine, as soon as Castle Age is hit. Okay, red is in Castle Age. Blue sees that. Blue's smart, he'll retreat. But it looks like he will not retreat. He's going to lose his entire army now. If not to the TC, then to the Knights. I don't know what Blue is thinking here. He did kill some vills, but he's nowhere near Castle Age at this point. Red fighting back with villagers. That's a bit risky. It's a 12 villager lead for blue now, which is a huge amount. But blue needs to get to Castle Age as soon as possible. Red is fully walled now. The first army is dead, but there's 12 more archers. Blue invested heavily into feudal aggression. Incredible. 16 more archers on the way, but then blue also abuses the market to get to Castle Age. That's 2 minutes and 30 seconds away, as knights are starting to get massed out of 2 stables. If red can clear this hole up, it would help a lot. I don't think he will in time. I say clear this hole up. If red can plug this hole up with a house or 2, it will not happen. Or will it? That's the question. A couple knights, I mean, this is probably enough knights to clean up these archers. They do have fletching now. The knights have the defensive upgrade, however. Looks like red might just go forward. I don't think red knows this other army's here, but he does now. So more villas in danger now. Red reacting quickly. Sending some knights back. Yeah, sending all his knights back. So if red can clean these archers up before they become crossbowmen, I'll like red's position better, despite the big villager difference. Looks like red will be able to do just that. Archers trying to focus down the knights, but that's too many. Too many knights against feudal archers. And blue looking to find a hiding place. I'm afraid it's too late for that archer army. And blue quickly retreats with all these others, the 6 other archers that he sent forward, which is the smart play. I think red lost 1 knight there and killed all 16 of those archers. So now red will look to shore up his defenses at home, start to get some of his vills back. He is way behind on vills, which will translate to a weaker economy in Castle Age. Blue has fully walled in his base as he just now hits Castle Age. Wow, okay, thumb ring, bodkin, and crossbow all coming at the same time. That is the power of clicking up at 44 vills, and also the power of the Italians. You get cheaper imperial, or cheaper imp upgrades. I should say, age upgrades are cheaper for the Italians, so you could put those resources towards other things like a Castle Age army, and suddenly 12 crossbows is a bit scary for 6 knights, 2 of which are wounded. So red will have to be careful with his engagement. There's even a few spearmen in the mix there. This is a good house wall. It protects, especially with crossbowmen who can range all this. It protects his wood lines, which are in... It's so important for the Celts, right? Especially if you're thinking siege for the Celtic player, you're going to need steady income of wood. So this is a good choice if you can pull it off from red. I do like that choice. Wood is going to be the deciding factor in this game, as well as engagements. These are +2/+1 archers now, and only +1 defense knights. So those crossbows will take out the knight army in equal number. Maybe not in equal number, but okay, and these are also pikemen and not spearmen, so while not upgraded, they're still very scary. This is a scary army for early Castle Age knights with only 1 upgrade. I think there's a hole here though. There is. If red can exploit that, this is going to be huge. How many vills will go down? Blue hasn't seen it yet. Hasn't noticed. Here come the knights. Oh boy. Suddenly the blue army needs to come back. Start attacking some vills, Krinski, please. And this house wall will get completed. This poor villager's a sacrifice. Oh, that's a shame that blue noticed. But these wood choppers will go down. There's 1, 2. This is great damage from red for sure. 3 vills down so far. Not the worst, but that's a whole lot of idle time for sure. Another market going down to try to protect, but there's a hole there between the market and the house. These knights will get through, possibly. Good reaction with pikemen from the blue player. The knights taking that engagement. Tough to tell, and a second CC coming down, which is good. Tough to tell where to watch here, as I think red's push is stalled out, so we'll jump back over to blue's side here. Okay, so red's on 3 TCs. Well, that all went down. We're going for the Celt boom coming in. And I like this TC placement. It secures some stone, and it also makes it harder for the player to walk right through like he has done here. Not impossible, as you see. More vills getting sniped. But you're losing a lot of army you don't need to by walking past these town centers, for sure. But blue thinking it's worth it to kill the vills. The vills 47 to 49 right now. Since he's on 3 town centers, red is, and blue's only just now dropping his second. Despite losing more vills, red is tied for blue in villager numbers. And red will need a retreat with this back gold. He deletes a house to do so, which is very smart. His crossbows did get chopped apart from that town center fire, and red's doing a good job migrating his villagers around. It is a lot of idle time for red, almost 2 hours already. So blue is putting hard pressure on, and is getting a lot of value from these raids, that's for sure. Vills are 53 to 52 in Krinski's favor. These archers are probably dead as soon as all these knights come out. Red will need to be careful. He can't keep streaming villagers out to die, and now red is migrating looking for some wood. I think blue is smart to realize that this is the only wood that he's got easy access to, so he's keeping his archers around in this area. We'll soon see about 7 knights push in on this army of 13 crossbows from both sides. In between the 2 town center fire too, that's helpful for red for sure. Blue microing his heart out. The surround comes in. So red does lose some knights, but cleans up that blue army very well as finding some backup wood. Thank God. And blue now has 59 vills to red's 57, and a whole bunch more crossbows coming in. So now who can outboom the other? DaisyChain has done a great job with the raids. He's hurt red big time. The vill count, let's see, so KD is much in favor of Krinski, but if you look at the eco killed, it's 5 to 18. So this 57 could be, quick math, 76, 75, 76. If it weren't for those 18 kills. But Krinski's done a great job killing a lot of army. So, I mean, is 67 military dead worth the 18 vills? I don't know. If we look at the upgrades, ballistics already, bowsaw's already in, horse collar's in, and wheelbarrow's in. Same thing with red. Though blue has more, and there's heavy plow and handcart. So, I think the better, more stable eco for blue, and that's probably the 2.5 hours of idle eco time. Not to mention the 6 minutes of idle TC time that blue has over red. That translates to a whole lot more upgrades in military and economy. So blue's army is stronger as a result, as is his economy. But red is doing a good job keeping pace, I'd say. Blue also still has that vill lead. So you look at the vill lead plus the army lead and the strength of the army. As we see elite skirmisher coming in, which I very much agree with. And now SuperLeAGE. So red's gonna have to pull something out of his hat here, I'd say. It's gonna need to go big boom real quick behind this to get the SuperLeAGE matched with blue, because soon we'll see some trebuchets out. It does not look like blue has gone for any stone. Here he is for stone, I was going to say. I'd expect a castle with Genoese crossbowmen at some point. Especially when you see all the knights that red's going for. Blue may be asking himself, will knights continue to be the name of the game for red, or will he make a tech switch? In which case, Genoese crossbowmen probably not the best. We see a quick engagement here. Red quickly runs away, though. Its army's too big for knights to handle. These are some castle villagers, I think. Question is where? Maybe right around here? That's where blue's thinking. Blue is now on 3 TCs as well. Okay, blue's going for this spot. Interesting. Red looking to cause damage. I love that red is not giving up and he continues to raid. As we see mangonels coming in too. This is a good castle placement because it does protect that stone. Let's see what red can do with these 5 knights. Gets 3 villager kills. We'll probably sit and take this TC fire to get a few more kills. Red does have the vill lead now at 83 to 75. Handcart coming in for red. I don't think red sees this forward castle from blue yet. No, he does not. He will as soon as that castle starts firing at possibly these houses. Okay, red sees it now. Krinski abusing the market to get up to SuperLeAGE. He knows that he's under the clock at this moment as trebs start coming out. 1 castle, 3 TCs for both players. Vill count is 87 to 74 in Krinski's favor. That's a good thing, but military is 47 to 2. Yikes. Chemistry, Arbalaster coming in. So blue is sticking, and we see more archery ranges, so blue is sticking with the Arbalasters. He's not going for the Genoese crossbowmen. Probably a good idea. Tough to tell. First house goes down. These Arbalasters could walk right in. They're not yet. I think blue is taking the slow approach, which may work out for him. It may not. I think fortune favors the bold in this situation, personally. At least venture forth and see what's what, because those Arbalasters could take out 9 bills real quick. As red sends some repair villagers, preps some elite skirmishers, and brings some mangonels in the back. These mangonels won't be able to do much though with that castle standing. Red needs to keep that castle alive until Imperial Age so he can build counter trebuchets. I don't know if it's going to stay alive though, especially when the second treb comes out. It looks like blue's only making 1 though, so that's should be helpful for red though. 3 repair villagers won't be enough, I don't think. Gosh, it's going to be real close. More archery ranges going down for red. Red's going to need more repair villas if he wants this castle to stay alive long enough to make trebuchets out of it. Imp is 20 seconds away, but then you have to make the trap. Yeah, I think this castle's going down. Here come the repair bills. Alright, now there's enough to keep that castle alive. Knights dive in to snipe this treb. There are 2 trebs on the field now though, so yeah, that castle's dead. Very unfortunate for red, and now the Arbalasters feel emboldened enough. I like this castle too, but you're going to need to keep it alive. It certainly does protect a whole lot of eco, and red was very smart to move out to here when he did. I'd like to see another town center up here somewhere, but red's got a lot on his mind right now. I completely understand. These might come in handy if we get to Onager with those. We see Cavalier coming in. Let's see. Can we see a big shot? The problem is Arbalasters, the range is just too great. Without those being siege onagers, Arbalasters' range is just too high. There's a lot of skirms though. They don't have any upgrades, unfortunately. So Arbalasters will sit and take that. We'll trade with those all day. And this is looking rough for red, I'm not gonna lie. Our hero from TAW may be out of the game at this point. It's a best of 3 series, so he'll have a chance to get back into it. It's tough though, that's 38 fully upgraded Arbalasters at this point. Yep, Krinski calls it. Well played from blue. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Game 1 in this series goes to DaisyChain. Italians beat out Celts on Arabia. The tournament is SuperLeAGE. The division is the Iron Division, which I thought it was the lowest division, but apparently it's not. Apparently there's a potato division. So this is the second to last division, I believe.
Kia.
I appreciate you watching.
Kid.
I'll be back with Game 2 in this series between Krinski and DaisyChain. For now, this is Sneaky signing off.